Well, we've been a bit naughty and lit a fire. It's just a one-off. Warm the room up a bit, the rooms up a little bit. And the heat from this will just last through tomorrow. It's going to be overcast. We've got rain due. It's going to be cooler, so it'd be quite nice to have warmed the room up because the room has been quite cold. It's actually warmer outside at the moment. So yeah, a fire. And this is wood that is from the chicken run that when he took the tree down in February. So even though it's not been out there sort of seasoning, it was a dead tree, and this is the wood that we bought up and put through the wood splitter. So it's not doing too badly. We've just been sitting outside reminiscing. I went down and put the chickens away and came up, and he was sitting outside waiting for me to come back up. And we were sitting in the garden, and the bats were coming out, and then we heard an owl. But we were sitting reminiscing and talking about, because we're looking at sorting out the area in the kitchen around the sink, which is really, really not good. And we've come to a decision today that we'll get that whole side of the kitchen replaced. One side is fine. It's a freestanding IKEA wooden work area with shelves underneath, and that's absolutely fine. It's very old. I say very old, it's not very old, but it's probably 10, 12 years old, but it's perfect. But the part of the kitchen that isn't, that is also 12 years old, is the part that houses the sink and the drawers beneath the sink. And we were looking at just replacing the sink and trying to sort out the work area there. That's had water damage to it, and actually it's such a small area, so our kitchen's not very big, that it'll be easier just to replace it. So we're talking about that, and how we're going to do that. Thinking about sinks, he said, you ought to have seen my grandmother's kitchen. Of course, as soon as he said that, it reminded me of my grandmother's kitchen. So he was talking about her having a range, a coal-fired range, and a meat safe, a perforated, I don't know what metal it would have been, but a sort of like a perforated metal box. And my nan had one of those. My nan called her kitchen a scullery, or yeah, it was referred to as the scullery. I don't know why, what the difference was. And I remember her having an enamel gas oven on legs, very basic. And we were talking about the kitchens that are the sinks then, the deep sort of butler sink with the wooden draining board. So yeah, sat out there reminiscing of those things in the past that nobody would remember, and unless they were out around our age, and thinking about all the mod cons that we have now, everything. And I was thinking earlier as we're driving through the countryside on the way down to have our booster, I was thinking about how us human beings have spent a long time improving our lives and making our lives easier. So we have things that do things for us, which means that we can sit and put our feet up, and we don't have to go out every day hunting for food. And if we choose to, we wouldn't have to cook every day, because we could cook and freeze, or get someone else to do the cooking for us. And I was thinking, we think we've evolved and we look upon ourselves as top of the tree, and actually I was thinking about animals, and how animals and birds and everything, they have to get up in the morning, they have to go out to work, they have to go and find their food, but they only have to eat, unless you're a sheep, they only have to eat what they need. And you don't get young chickens growing up thinking, oh God, I'm not going to do this, I don't want to do that, I'm not going to go to school, I'm not going there, I won't do that. Like you get adolescent animals still have to do what they have to do, unless they've become pets and then been mollycoddled by the humans who think that mollycoddling is a good thing for them. So yeah, you don't get lazy animals or animals that have dropped out or animals having a gap year. I know that that's really ridiculous, and I don't know how I got to that from what we were talking about outside, but yeah, I was just thinking how we can just be lazy, I suppose, and animals can't and aren't and have to get on and do their daily life every day, um, because if they didn't, they die. Um, and I'm not suggesting that being an animal is better, but I'm wondering whether uh, our evolution has been good for us. Oh dear, sorry, it's a bit deep, isn't it? Bit deep on a Tuesday evening. So I haven't really felt very human today. I didn't feel very human when I was travelling to get my jabs. I had a, not really sure I slept very well. Felt like I didn't sleep very well at all. Um, so I didn't feel good. I am trying to avoid taking Doliprane and paracetamol and codeine because I've been taking that at least twice a day, if not more. And the problem with codeine is it's addictive. So this morning I thought I'll just take Doliprane, which is just paracetamol. But of course, once I've had that, I can't have anything else for 6 hours, and it wasn't doing it for me. So I had to wait until 2 o'clock this afternoon before I could take anything else. So I did take at 2, I think it was, 2:30. And now I'm hanging on because I don't want to take any more now. I could have taken some around about now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, around about now, but I want to hang on now till bedtime. But I'd quite like to take some because I'm back in pain again, but not as the pain I was in this morning, thankfully. Um, so yeah, I'm feeling a bit more human. I've overeaten today. Don't often do that, and um, I'm just gonna allow myself to put it to one side. I think the problem is that when you've not slept and you're in pain, you carbs start calling you more. So I made the risotto and it was really yummy, and there was some left, and I shared it between us. And I shouldn't have had more. Not in a you shouldn't have had more because you're fat. Just in yes, it's yummy, but you've probably had enough. And so I had that, and then we went out and we bought some chocolate because I just needed chocolate because I wasn't feeling good, and I've had some chocolate, and then we had a later closing of the window, a couple of slices of toast, and I bought cake for tomorrow. Our neighbours coming round tomorrow, so I bought some cake to have with a cup of tea tomorrow afternoon, and I had a couple of slices of that. So now I do feel really quite full, and I don't feel like that nowadays. That's quite unusual. So tough. That's that's my problem, isn't it? Really. Um. Yeah. So that's that. Really. Yeah. Wednesday. Haven't got to get up. I I think for me it's like if I haven't got to get up, that's fine because then if I do get up, I can get up and then go back to bed. It's when we have to get up that if I'm awake in the night and I get up, then like looking and thinking, oh, I've only got another hour and we've got to get up, and that I hate that. So tomorrow, nothing going on till 4 o'clock. And I think we're going to go down to the plumbing shop on Friday, who have a showroom, look at the kitchen choices in there and talk to them and get them to do us a Debbie. The good thing is that it's not going to be a job that will take longer than 2 days. So I'm not going to be quite as discombobulated as I was with all of this work going on in March and April. Yeah, that was just horrendous. Don't want to do that again. But yeah, having the kitchen done will be nice. I can manage without that for a couple of days whilst they. It might not even take 2 days. It's it's all there. The plumbing's there, and it's just a case of fitting new cabinets really, and then putting all the replumbing and putting everything back. So it might even just be a day. That'd be ideal. There. Okay, I'm going to upload this now, and you'll get it tomorrow morning, which will be Wednesday morning. Hopefully, by the time you get it, I'll be up. But if I'm not, tant pis. Okay, bye.